Hey guys, this is Rick User here again with AirgunWeb and AirgunWeb TV, and this is going to be our launching point for our series on the Brocock Bantam Sniper HR. Now, this is a new product to me. I've not really done much of anything with this gun, and before I jump right into something like this is a very expensive piece. You have an expensive optic, you have an expensive rifle, you got a lot of money invested in something like this, and this right here is going to be your best friend because the manual is going to tell you what you should and shouldn't do with this. It's going to explain all the various features. And while I know our tendency, guys, is just to jump in and start sending pellets down range, that's really not going to serve you very well if you don't take the time and at least look through this. You really need to read this so that you understand what you've purchased so you make the most of it. So I really want to make an important point of that. Now, first thing we need to understand is our fill pressure. This is a PCP. What do we fill it to? When you look it up in the book, it's got the carbon fiber, it's the regulated model, it's the HR. You're going to fill this to 250 bar. We've got our Omega bottle. We kind of filled this up with the Omega compressor in our last video. So real quick now, I'm going to go ahead and top this off to that 250 bar point. Now this rifle has two air gauges. It has the air gauge here, which is your bottle pressure. It has an air gauge here. This is your regulator pressure. This is the regulated model. So right now it's regulated and the pressure is set to, looks like just over 150 bar. That's pretty stout, really. That's pushing some serious power. So when your pressure drops below here on the gauge, your regulator is not going to provide enough pressure anymore. So you want to make sure that your bottle pressure is always above your regulator pressure. What you want to do is make sure that you follow this gauge and fill it to that 250 bar. We're pretty close right now. So go ahead and hook that up and crack this valve a little bit here. All right, and we are topped off. This has a very cool bleeder on the side here. Pardon me, I do this all one-handed here. But just push that button, and there you go. You're all bled. So you can disconnect it, set it aside. We'll go ahead and replace our filler cap, put it back in our rest, and we'll be ready to go here. All right, so the next thing we need to do is go ahead and load our magazine. Let's see here. Now this one is in 25 caliber, which at that pressure, it's going to be pushing pretty hard, I bet. So to get the magazine out, we'll put our rifle on safe, which is right under here. Pull our magazine out, kick it out here. We're going to load our pellets in one at a time, and then just rotate the mag to the next empty hole. Just do that all the way through. I'm running the new MTC Cobra F1. This is a first focal plane scope. I really like first focal plane scopes. They bring the reticle with you, so when you zoom in, all your mil-dot spacing stays true, which is really nice if you're out hunting or you're doing some long-range shooting. It's very, very nice that way. Let's go ahead and put a target up at 50 yards, and we'll see what she's doing just for groups. Now, we've got winds today. You can hear them coming through the range here. Maybe you can't with the muff on the mic, but it's probably in the 12 to 15 mile an hour, which is just what we get here in West Texas. It's just par for the course. So I wish we had perfectly calm days to do really nice shooting, but we're just going to have to live with what we get. So we're going to see what this rifle performs like in real world conditions. I'm going to stop this video real quick. I'm going to go down, put this target up, we'll do a couple groups at 50 yards and see what we're going to get. All right, let's see where we're at here. All right, so parallax. Okay, here we are. Yep, just a tiny little bit to the right. We're going to just leave it sit there and see what it groups like. Here we go, last shot. Okay, for right out of the box, that's not too shabby. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch the camera to the bottom target. We'll shoot one more set of pellets and we're gonna call this a wrap for today. So I've only had to move the scope just a couple clicks. And let's see where we're hitting now. Okay. Wasn't sure if I cocked it. There we are. The wind is pushing a little bit. There it is. There it is. Yep. Had one like serious flyer. Okay. I had one ridiculous flyer. Must have been something wrong with that pellet. I just didn't catch it in loading it. Must have a big bent skirt or something. But you can see, bang on the money, that thing is shooting great. So I guess what we're going to do now is we need to do some performance testing, which we'll save that for the next video. We'll see what we're getting out of the regulator. I know you guys probably want to know right now, but guess what? You're going to have to wait till the next one. We'll see what we're getting for performance, what kind of consistency we're getting out of the current setup with these pellets. And then we'll start looking at some different pellets and try some different ranges. We'll get into looking at what it takes to modify the regulator and some other things you can do with this gun. So this is going to be a long process. We're not going to try and cover everything all at once. And these couple first videos have been a little bit longer. The next ones are going to be a little more succinct. Guys, stay with us. We're going to really just dive into this, like I keep saying, and just figure out all that there is to know about this platform. Guys, my name is Rick Utzer here with AirgunWeb and AirgunWeb TV. Thanks for watching.